So I'm starting new room. A new room is bypass UAC. In this room we will be looking at common ways to bypass security feature available to Windows systems known as user account control, UAC. This feature allows for many processes allows for any process to be run with low privileges independent of who runs it, either a regular user or an admin. From an attacker perspective, bypassing UAC is essential to break out of highly restrictive environment and fully evaluating privileges on the target host. By learning to bypass technique, we will also look at any alerts that could be triggering an artifact that may be created on the target system that a blue team could detect. Room objectives: learn different techniques available on attacker to bypass UAC. It's recommended Windows internals. Let me see it real quick. So, what is UAC? This is user account control. It's a Windows security feature that forces any new process to run in a security context of non-privileged account by default. This policy applies to processes started by any user, including administrators in themselves. The idea is that we cannot solely rely on the user identity to determine if some action could be authorized. Although this may seem counterintuitive, imagine that case where user Bob unknowingly downloads a malicious application from the internet. If Bob is a part of an administrator group, any application he launches will inherit his access token privilege. So if Bob decides to launch the malicious application, and UAC is disabled, the malicious application would gain administrator privilege instantly. Instead, the malicious application will be restricted to known administrative access token when UAC is enabled. The UAC elevation. If an administrator is required to perform privileged tasks, UAC provides a way to elevate privilege. Elevation works by presenting the simple dialog box to the user to confirm that they explicitly approve running an application in an administrative security context. And we can see this pop up. Integrity levels. UAC sounds like UFC. Is a mandatory integrity control (MIC), which is a mechanism that allows differentiating users, processes, and resources by assigning integrity level to each of them. In general terms, user or processes with a higher integrity level access token will be able to access resources with low or equal integrity level. Mendoza MIC takes precedence over the regular Windows DACLs. Discretionary access control lists are used by Windows systems to specify who can access the given resource, while they are often referenced when talking about files. They also apply to other components as registry keys, services, scheduled tasks. The following 4 integrity levels are used by Windows, ordering from lowest to highest. Low, generally used interaction with Internet, has very limited permissions. Medium, assigned to standard users and administrator filtered tokens. High, used by administrator elevated tokens if UAC is enabled. If UAC is disabled, all administrators will always use the high integrity level token. System, reserved for system use when process requires. To access the resource, it will inherit the calling user's access token and its associated integrity level. The same occurs to process forks a child. Filtered tokens. To accomplish this separation of role, UAC treat regular users and administrator in a slightly different way during log-on. Non-administrator will receive the single access token when logged in, which will be used for all tasks performed by the user. This token has medium integrity level. Administrators will receive 2 access tokens. Filtered token, the token with administrator privilege stripped, used for regular operations. This token has medium integrity level. Elevated token, a token with full administrator privileges, used when something needs to be with administrative privilege. This token has high integrity level. This is why administrator will use their filtered token unless they explicitly request administrative privileges via UAC. Opening application the usual way. When trying to open regular console, we can either open it as a non-privileged user or as an administrator, depending on our choice. Either the medium or high integrity level tokens will be assigned to the spawned process. Medium, the regular one, run it as administrator, the highest one. If we analyze both processes using process hacker, we can see the associated token and their differences. Okay. Let me run this real quick. So we have this one. Let me go to properties and tokens. Token. Built-in disabled. This is it. Default enabled. bypass reverse check, but in this one I get it is disabled. Okay, and then if I want to get it with the administrator privilege, so we got a different one. Okay. Ooh, integrity medium. Close. This one will be administrator enabled vendor. Yeah. So we have the look mandatory. This is it. High mandatory level medium integrity. High mandatory level, and this one has integrity medium. Okay. On the left you have filtered token when medium integrity level is also and almost no privilege assigned. On the right you can see that the process runs with a high integrity level, many privileges available. Another difference that may not be obvious is that the medium integrity level process is effectively defined denied any privilege related to being part of the administrator group. Another difference that may not be obvious, the medium process effectively denied any privilege related. Yep, we can see it. Set in UAC settings. So depending on the security UAC settings, we have always notify and prompt user authorization when making changes. Notify only when program tries to make changes to the computer. Notify when program tries to make changes on my computer. Do not dim my same as above, but won't run UAC prompt. Disable UAC prompt. Administrator will run anything using the high privilege token, but here tries to install changes authorization when program tries to install or make changes. Administrator won't prompt when changing Windows settings. Okay. From an attacker perspective, the three lower security level are equivalent, and only the notify setting present a difference. Okay, at the UAC internals, we have application information service app info. Whenever user requires elevation, the following occurred. User requests to run application as administrator. The shell execute API call is made using run as verb. We can see shell execute run as cmd app info service. The request gets forwarded to app info service handle elevation. The application manifest is checked with to see if auto elevation is allowed. More on that later. App information execute consent, which shows UAC prompt on a secure desktop. The secure desktop is simply a separated desktop that isolates processes from whatever is running in an actual uses desktop to avoid their processes from tampering with UAC prompt in any way. If the user gives consent to run application as an administrator, app info service will execute the request using users elevated token. App info will then set parent process ID of a new 2-point shell from which elevation was requested. So we can see run as administrator, hops to the shell execute run as CMD, and then we are talking to app info service and checking the manifest, then running the contest if UAC is notified, always notified, and then if user consent, then we are running it with elevated process, and if not, we are returning with no running. Bypassing UAC from the attacker perspective, there might be a situation where you get remote shell to the Windows host via PowerShell or CMD. You might even get access through the account that is part of the administrators group, but when you try create backdoor user for future access, you get the following error. Let me real quick try this one from the PowerShell, I guess. Regular one or net user backdoor add access denied has occurred. 5. Okay. Who am I? Groups. We have groups, remote interaction. Even when you get PowerShell session with an administrative user, UFC prevents you from performing any. Okay, then I need to elevate this one to administrator, and then net user backdoor add. Oh, successfully. Net users backdoor net user backdoor remove, I guess. No, delete. Successfully. Okay, so if it is administrator, oh, it was not notify, it's not always notify. Let me see this one once again. Still. Okay, let me pretend that I just opened administrator. Net user backdoor add. Nope, I don't know. Net user backdoor delete. Okay, so in this case we cannot, and UAC. It's not matter of preference. Okay, so prevent administrative tags when currently using filtered token only. If we want to take full control of our target, we must bypass UAC. I've just tried to simulate this scenario and I successfully created it, but maybe we are talking about users that are part of group and not administrators by the shell. So this is part of group and this one is administrator itself. Maybe this is the reason of my successful adding of the backdoor in administrator PowerShell CLI. Interestingly enough, Microsoft does not consider UAC security boundary, but rather a simple convenience to administrator to avoid unnecessarily running process with administrative privileges. In that sense, a UAC prompt is more of a reminder that the user that they are running with high privilege rather than impeding a piece of malware on an attacker from doing so. Impeding. Since it is not a security boundary, any bypass technique is not considered a vulnerability to Microsoft, and therefore some of them remain unpatched to this day. Generally speaking, most of the bypass technique rely on us being able to leverage the high integrity level process to execute something on our behalf, since any process created by high integrity level parent process will inherit the same integrity level. This will be enough to get an elevated token without requiring us to go through the UAC prompt. From all scenarios presented in this room, we assume we have access to the server with administrative account, but from the medium integrity level console only. Our goal will always be to access high integrity console without going through UAC. So, what is the high integrity level available system? What is the integrity level associated with administrators elevated token high? What is the full name of the service in the charge of dealing with UAC elevation request application information service? And we could see it up in for service. So now we are in the hands-on lab mode. We will be starting looking at GUI bypass as they provide an easy way to understand the basic concept involved. Those examples not usually applicable to the real world scenario, as those examples are not usually applicable to a real world scenario, as they rely on us having access to graphical session from where we could use standard UAC to evaluate. Click the Start Machine button. So I've just done it. Case study, misconfig. So our goal is to obtain access to high integrity level command prompt without passing through a UAC. First, let's start by opening misconfig either from the Start menu or run dialog. Start menu or run dialog. So let me run. Right click, run mscfig. We have this one, and let me real quick start the process hacker. And now we can proceed. So a process hacker explorer, and so we have misconfig. Okay, msconfig. Let me property on this one. Tap permanent high entropy. So tools, and we are looking command prompt like on this image. Command prompt open. So let me, if we click launch, we will obtain a high prompt without interacting with. Click, double click. Okay, I'm not getting anything. So I click. So I guess flags get misconfig. What? cd c flags. There we have exe misconfig exe. Okay. So get flag misconfig. The process is not being run without high security bypass get a flag. Okay. So now open. Oh, this is it. cd c flag, and now get flag msconfig. We got the flag. Okay, this is the first one. Do I need it? Yep, I need this. Whoop. We got this. We got him. Okay. Case study Easyman MSC. A what? So easy. Run this one. Let me put this one in the sleep mode. Help topics. We have MMC. View source. View source. What's next? This will span Notepad process that can leverage the get a shell. Go to open, and I'll go to, whoa, we are CMD, no, CMD, yep. Let me open them all. Not open like this, but let me scroll. CM, that's it. Open. We administrator. Whoa. So we can see in this one MMC notepad, the notepad. Let me see tokens already in administrators with all the privileges. Though MMC also, wow. So we can from here already go to see. I don't need to go there. See flags. If I can type get flag GUI that's it. Very nice. So this was the bypass with AZ. What was that? AZ man. Okay. Okie doke. UAC auto elevating process. Auto elevating process is mentioned before. Some executables can auto elevate, achieving the high integrity level without any user interaction. This applies most of the control panel functionality and some executable provided with Windows. For an application, some requirements need to be met to auto elevate. The executable must be signed by the Windows publisher. The executable must be contained in the trust directory like system root 30, system 32, program files. Depending on the type of the application, additional requirement may apply. Executable files.exe must declare the auto elevate element inside their manifests. To check the file manifest, we can sig check the tool provided us or as a part of the system intel suite. Okay. Find a copy of sig check on your machine tools. If we check the manifest for mscfile exe, we find the auto elevate property. Let me check this one. So let me do sig check mch Windows system 32 msconfig and we will wait. Sig check MC will be so we just got the manifest file, application Windows settings, DPI aware, auto elevate true. This is it. Auto elevate true. MC will be auto elevate depending on MMC snap in that the user requests. Most of MSC files included with Windows will auto elevate. Windows keeps an additional list of executables that auto elevate even when not requested in the manifest. This list includes PKG Manager, MGR, and spin stall exe for example. COM object can also request auto elevate by configuring some registry keys. Let me check it real quick. So this is it, COM elevation moniker. When use elevation moniker, the elevate is used to activate COM class to accomplish specific limited function that requires elevated privilege, such as changing system date and time. Elevate date flow client to remote COM server. If the client activates the remote COM server with the elevation moniker, the server will not be elevated even if it supports elevation. Okay, let me check this one real quick and not read everything because there are plenty of reading in here, but you can read it afterwards. So, very nice case study. For helper. The fault helper is a Windows default executables in charge of mapping Windows option features, including additional languages, application not installed by default, or other operating system characteristics. Like most of the programming used for system configuration, for helper can auto elevate when using default UAC settings, so that administrators will be prompted for elevation when performing standard administrative tasks. While we've already taken a look at an auto elevate executable, unlink mscfile, for helper can be abused without having access to a GUI. From an attacker perspective, this means it can be used through the medium integrity remote shell leveraged into a fully functional high integrity process. This particular technique was discovered by WinScripting and has been used by the Clapteba malware. Have no clue, but let me real quick check it. So we can see initial infection, privilege escalation to system, persistence, download additional payload and drivers and tools installation, scanning and propagation. So we can see Cybereason just done the work and the write up for this malware. But let's return to our task, and maybe I will expand on the Clapteba malware in some late videos. What was noticed about the helper is that it searches registry for the specific key of the interest. So we can see here HKCU current user software classes MC settings MS settings shell open command. Let me check this one. Let me see, we have boss monitor in here. Let me see in tools. We have process monitor, Ikigai 64. So Let me see where can we find fork helper and then fork helper. Here we go. Let me change real quick language. Language edit manager options. Language settings. Do we see any fork helper? Front, nope. Date and time, fork helper. I don't see it. Cancel this one. Languages. Formatting. System. Fork helper. Features. Maybe features. Optional. Manage optional features. Here we go. Front. Nope. Don't see it. Task. I can see fork helper. Front. DRV. Refresh this one. Amazon. Search for process. Full helper. Nope. Let me see in Brockman. Reset. Architecture. Nope. Parent. Path. Speed. Process name. Process name I will set for helper. Is okay, contains helper. Nope. I see that I do have. So I don't want this one. Okay. Can we see nothing? Let me try it again. Option manager features. Nope. Nothing. Handwriting manage. Nothing. Oh dude. Let me see once again. All helper. What's all helper? I can't edit this one, but I can change it. Let me check this one real quick. Snippet tool, so I can return to this later. And I'll save it to the desktop. process monitor default. Okay, now I can change this one. I mean, removing F and apply for helper, so okay, clear. See history, we don't have anything. Nope. I don't think this is working. Image. Then opens file check. Known as programming ID. Forgetting which file. For each file type, where they can see an corresponding application is associated. Let's say you try to open an HTML file. A part of registry known as Classroom can be checked. Okay, let me registry violate. We have HT current user, HT file, so I couldn't find anything more interesting than check the sig check. Let me see if we have anything in manifest file, and then we will proceed to the connecting to this one. Auto elevate true. We do have auto elevate true. Request require administrator if you are running this one. So maybe more. Nope, nothing in here. I just thought if maybe I need to perform it on a administrative level, but I don't see it. And I don't see optional. This is it. I don't see. I can catch the. Maybe I don't need this. All this. Nope. Still nothing. But now I will clear all the events and start from the ground. Optional. Manage features. Nope. Okay. I can see it. I can open it. Optional. Feature history, nothing. Okay. And I also wanted to see in the manifest any checking of the software, but I don't see it. Okay, then when checking key class root, if there is a specific association add key current user HKCU, it will take priority. If no user specific association is configured, then system-wide association add local machine HKLM will be used instead. This way each user can choose their preferred application separately if desired. Going back to full helper, we now see that it is trying to open file under the MS settings prod ID by creating an association for the prod ID and current user context under HKCU. We will override the default system-wide association and therefore control which command is used to open the file. Since hot helper is an auto-elevate executable, any sub-process it spawns will inherit high integrity token, effectively bypassing UAC. Putting it all together, one of our agents has split the backdoor on the target service for your convenience. We managed to create an account administrator, but UAC is preventing the execution of any privileged task. To review the flag, we need you to bypass UAC and get a fully functional high integrity level shell. To connect to the backdoor, you can use the following command. Where do I need to do this? Attacker shell. Okie doke. Who am I? What? Let me see. Prompt. I don't see anything in here. So my guess is I need to open the attacker machine. Let me do this real quick. So I've just opened the new machine, attacker box, and let me check if this one is working. Yes, we are in. So now my server attacker net user attacker find local group. So we have administrators. So who am I? Groups find label. We have the label, and the label is S116 8192. We set require registry values to associate the MS settings class to the reverse shell. For your convenience, a copy of the socket can be found on tool socket. You can use following command: set reg No, I'm not gonna write hold the command. Let me shortcut this one. This is it. And now set let me check first of all if we don't have tools socket tools socket we do have it. Okay, so now we will run the pipe. Shell Windows style hidden socket whoa. Not now. So I need the attacker IP. The attacker IP is 10.10.167.190. And let me, I don't know, anchor, netcat, VNP 444. This is it. And now I can run the command. Reg add delete execute. Clear this one. Reg key, we have the open command. Delegate execute df successfully, and we can see what are all these flags about. Reg add command example. Let me see here or here. Okay, those. Oh, for F is force update without overwrite yes no. So D is data and V is value name. So delegate execute, and now here add reg key, T is data, and CMD F is force. Okay. So now where were we? On delegate? Nope, not on delegate. On the second one, we've just delegated this. So this is what we need for now. Boom, successfully. And now I can prompt the for helper exe. Nope. And the process to execute, which will trigger the execution of our reverse shell. Triggered. And who am I? Still the same. But now get C flags get flag helper, and we do have it. Oh. Clearing our tracks. Delete this one. As a result of the execution, this exploit artifact were created on the target machine in the form of registry key. To avoid detection, we need to clean up. I don't think that we can avoid, because if anything that has these keys in his alert structure, whoa, we do have it. Okay, now we got it. We got him. We got him. So now let me see. Shell open. Shell open. Now I can come here and we beam apply and minimize all the filtered. Okay, now we can minimize the impact of the class and shell. Still it's not this. Shell open. We have shell open. Executables command not found. Property. Process. Hook stack. Okay. Shell open not found. Query length. Not query. Successful. Let me see what was the event process. Okay. And now we can see roaming. Let me refresh the views, and now we can go to root HTML file. This is it. And now we can go to shell. Open command Explorer 1. Okay. Current user, active association. Okay. So now we can remove the key. Oh, wait a minute. I want to see this key. HD class shell open and this. Let me see this real quick. So HKCU current user software classes MC settings shell open command, and we can see if we modify this one, we can see in a notepad the command that we added in our set registry. Okay, now we can get rid of it. Let me finish this one. That's it, and now there would be empty. Let me refresh this one, and we don't have anything that delete. Let me see real quick what delete is doing. Delete registry example. Nope. Grid query delete registry name, the value F. I guess F is false. Add false update without prompting values. Okay, so it is false. We've just deleted the unwanted registry key that was registered in the previous task. And now Windows Defender. For simplicity, the machine was we are targeting. Here's Windows Defender disabled. Let me return to this machine real quick and run desktop. Nope, nothing. Desktop. Let me close all this. So now desktop. Can I open this one? Or edit it? Nope. Well, my guess is property. Okay. So we have target. Shell. Let me see the command. So PowerShell command set and prefer disable real-time monitoring. True. That's it. Okay. And now if I want to disable it, it was disabled. So for example, first GUI is enabled. Now try exploring again through the backdoor connection and see what happens on the GUI just as you change the default command. Let me see. So I've just disabled it, but now I will enable it, and it is enabled. And now let me see if I can do anything that I've just done previously. We have set this one. Set this one and register this one. Let me see. Do we have any behavior? Nope. Nothing. Okay. Let me return to the previous one. You know what? do this, and then I will. Okay, now we are here, and when I return, so I can do the default command pop up, so I will add this registry key, and then I will add this cmdf to the successful, and let me see, we have found this one, survey, see details, let me see the details, behavior bypass gen, removed, suspicious behavior, this is dangerous, executed. Okay, so I've managed to simulate this one. By clicking the notification, we can check the details. So we just done this, and query v, and we can not set. Let me check this requery for reg query this is it, and what the value not set, default not set. Let me see in the, let me refresh this one, we do have, but not set. Behavior dangerous from the attacker. So this is it, and query. So let me check this one. Although by now it would seem our exploit wouldn't work with the enable. Check what happens if you run this command but with a slightly modification. Be sure to replace your, okay, slightly modification. So what are modifications? Pipes, nope, this is not a modification. I guess this is modification. Reged, and then query. This is the modification. Let me see. So we have set this one, and then we have this is next, and then we have the reg add with a number, and then we need cmd and registry key itself. Here we have registry key itself. Okay, so set reg, this is cmd, and this is registry key, and then we reg query the reg key like that. Let me see, reg key with no v. Okay, so now I can grab this one and paste it successfully. Okay, now let me refresh this one. Nope, I've just got another C command. Nope, I've just got another. So this one we have added a quick query to offering register right after setting it to a command required for our reverse shell. Surprisingly, the query outputs our command intact. We still get alert by Windows Defender, and a second later the offending query value gets deleted as expected. It appears it takes a moment for Windows Defender to take action on our exploits. So let's set reverse listener on our machine. And let's see. So add this and we okay. Let me exit this one real quick, and I will add another one. So now that we have already set the key, all that we need reg add key cmdf, and then for helper exe, and then try to run this one. Okay, let me see if this will be the case. Nope. Whoa, successfully completed. And what? Nope. So it was removed, but still we had the chance to get the shell right intact. Who am I? Okay, ap config, api config. Okay, so depending on your luck, how might execute before ticks in a given back reverse. If for some reason it does not work, you keep in mind that this method is unreliable. It depends on the race between AV and your payload executing first. Should a reverse shell not work, just go ahead and continue with the rest of the run. The more consistent way to bypass Windows Defender will be given below. So Windows Defender still alerts about the bypass. However, the problem with our current exploit is that it gives little room for variation, as we need to write specific registry key for it to trigger, making it easy for Windows Defender to detect, but there is still something to be done about it. Improving the full helper exploit. A variation of the for exploit was proposed by VDAD. with that, where different registry keys are used, but basic principle is the same. Instead of writing our payload into HKCU Software Class MS settings shell open command, we will use current version entry under the prod ID registry key. This entry is used when you have multiple instances of the application with different versions running on the same system. Carver allows you to point to the default version of the application to be used by Windows when opening the given file type. To this end, we will create entry on the registry for new prod ID of our choice. Any name will do, and then a point to the carver entry in the msconfig prod ID to our newly created prod ID. This way, when for helper tries open a file using the ms settings prod ID, it will notice the car version entry pointing to our new prod ID and check it to see what command to use. The exploit code proposed by v3 that uses PowerShell to achieve this end. There is a modified version of it adapted to our reverse shell. Be sure to replace IP address where needed. So we have PowerShell Windows hidden SOCA TCP new port 445 new item force set property of this class PWN name default value from here, and now new item path and car, and then value PWN boom. Start process this, and let me see this one in the real life. So now I will go to the Windows PowerShell ISE. And let me see what permission do we need in here. One, two, paste. Okay. Now we are waiting to this stop operation to get the run script green light. That's it. Let me see. We have, and we've got virus found. The same. No, now we have again. Let me see. This is it. So it found PWN. Let me refresh this one. Go. We don't have anything in here. Okay. Software classes. See. Software classes. Dot. PW. Here we go. Shell. Open. Command. It is empty. This exploit creates new prod ID with the name dot pawn associated our payload to the command used when opening such files. It then points to the entry of the settings to our pawn pro ID. When would helper tries open MC program, it will instead be pointed to this command. Oh, the one thing I haven't done. I forgot to set netcat lvnp 4445. So now I can run this program, but I don't see it. Well, I guess it was shut down. Let me see. So we have reverse shell waiting for the command to be executed, and let me see. Car there vision. So this technique is more likely to evade Windows. Okay, let me run this once again, and virus found. Oh, Defender is cloning this. And we got this one, but nothing in here. Maybe I didn't change the... Okay. My bad. I didn't change the IP address of this reverse shell. Okay, then what was 167, 119? Let's go. Will Defender? Nope. It did take down the Windows SCE, but we got reverse shell. Who am I? We got the reverse shell. So, though it still detected it, essential to know that sometimes the detection method used are implemented strictly against the published exploit, without considering possible variations. If we translate our exploit from PowerShell to use cmd.exe, won't arise any alert. To be sure, replace... Are you kidding? Let me check this one closely. So, let me check this one. So we got the only change I need to do is to add the HM. Try set cmd pipes 446. Now reg add HKCU classes. This one false. Nope. False. No. But not PWN ATHM D CMD force it. So now this is add command classes ms settings car the DHM. We just added this to be, and the next one we can put helper exe. Let me, this is it, 1 2 nope. What I'm missing? Oh, I see what I'm missing. No semicolon. Here we go. And now this one. Nothing. Okay. And we got, I've just missed the opportunity to, and see, LVMP. Let me put helper real quick. This must trigger the, and we don't have any defender messages. Indeed, it is very impressive. Who am I? Okay. And let me, who am I groups label. Who am I? Who am I? Groups. Find label. High mandatory level, so I am administrator. So now I can see logs get log. Which one? Hot helper carver. Hot helper carver exe. Let me see this one real quick. Here we go, and now delete all the keys that we reg delete. No tab in here. So I will get this one, H. Force. Yes or no? Dude, it just forced you permanently, yes. MS settings force. Yes. Okay. Now we can see that we don't have. Here we have it. And after refresh, we still have it. No way. TH. What? The result of the execution articles were created on the target system, such as registry key. To avoid detection, we need to clean up after ourselves with the following command. Maybe I need the elevated CMD in order to remove this. Or I've just missed something. Yes. Yes. System cannot be found. System was unable to find specific registry key. The same was here, but I did. Software classes. Wait, what? Software classes, DHM. Current user. Software classes. I don't understand this one. What do you mean can't find? Set new property. May I? Set more delete. Item. Clear item, get item, move item, remove item. Remove item. So I need to remove item. From here up until here. And force this one. Force this one. And now I will run selection. Recursive. Continue. Are you sure? Yes. Oh. Yes, please. Let me see. So I could manage to. Okay. One gone. The another one is to be removed. Yes, please. And the second one is gone. Okay. I don't know why reg delete this one was not capable to remove them. Maybe because of dot in front of them. Not sure. Not sure. Let me see if this one current settings ms settings f delete. Okay. Yes, please. Permanently delete. System was unable to specify this value, but if I am deleting it ms settings from here, then it is indeed deleted. Very strange. Okay. So by passing always notify as seen in the previous task, the default Windows configuration, you can abuse application related to the system's configuration to bypass a UAC. As most of the apps have the auto elevate flag set in their manifests. However, if UAC is configured to always notify level, for helper and similar apps won't be of any use, as they will require user to go through the UI to elevate. This would prevent several known bypass methods to be used, but not all hope is lost. For the following technique, we'll be abusing the scheduled task that can be run by any user but will execute with the highest privilege available to the caller. Scheduled tasks are an exiting target. By design, they are meant to be run without any user interaction independent of UAC security levels. So, asking the user to elevate process manually is not an option. Any scheduled task that require elevation will automatically get it without going through UAC prompt. Case study: disk cleanup schedule task. Be sure to disable Windows Defender for this task. Let me close all we have in here. Yes. Yes, please. Just run provided show it on your machine desktop and disable it. To understand why we are picking this cleanup, let's open schedule task and check tasks configuration. Schedule task. Library. Nothing in here. Task. Windows. Disk. Clean up. Okay. Ready. Silent cleanup. Let me see. When running task, user accounts run with has privilege. Okay. Let me see. Pretty good. Here we go. Run with has privilege. Okay. I can see that. Run with the highest privilege. And clean up. Okay. Here we can see that the task is configured to run with the user's account, which means it will inherit the privilege from the calling user. The one with highest privilege option will use the highest privilege security token available to the calling user, which is high integrity level token for an administrator. Note is that if the regular non-admin user invokes this task, it will execute with medium integrity level only, since the highest privilege token available to non-admin, and therefore the bypass won't work. Check the action and settings tab. We have the following action: clean manager, auto clean system drive. Okay, we can see in here, and settings allow task to be run on demand. Trigger settings allow task to be run on demand. So the task can be run on demand, executing following command when invoked. Since the command depends on environment variable, we might be able to inject commands through them and get them executed by starting clean up task manually. Let me property this one. Action can be edited. Okay. So, luckily for us, we can override the variable through the registry by creating HKCU environment if we want to execute reverse shell. Using socat, we can set windir as follows without the quotes. Let me see. HKCU environment, and here we can add new key. Nope, not new key, new value. Delete this one. New string value. Windir, and now modify this one with the value. This is attacker IP, and I will change the port to 7. So let's put it all together. Let's set up this one. Basically, I've already done it. Slightly different than no trigger. Wait a minute. Action. Yeah, I've changed windir and put it with the same command that we see in here, and the only thing that I can do is to ch tasks and run. I've just done it. tn, let me see what's tn sh task. Do we have sh task? tn task name. Okay, task name. This is the task name, silent clean up, and I will be ideal idle time. Okay, only on ideal only. Okay, so we will get this one, and because I've already got this one, let me flags get flag disk clean up disk disk clean up exe broken pipe. Let me rerun this one real quick. See flags get flag disk clean up disk clean up. Disk clean up. This is it, and now we can remove this one. I know. Let me copy this one. Clear. And press anything. Paste what we got. Operation successfully. See if it indeed successfully removed. Yep. So we have the automating UAC bypass. An excellent tool is available to test UAC bypass without writing exploit from scratch. Created by HFireFox, UAC provide an up-to-date repository UAC bypass technique that can be used out of the box. Tool is available to download from the official repository, and we have this tool in the tools folder. Acme this one. Let me run this one real quick. Not this. Okie doke. Okie doke. CMD. Just broke this window. PowerShell. CMD. So we have CMD in here and CD tools. Method, okay. So method introduced through this room. Let me see in here the CMD Acme. Okay, we have calc, we have JAMA, run examples. Let me run this one. Looks good. So, oh, we have the method ID by path technique, and then, okay, so I want 33 C Windows system 32 calc. Whoa, very nice. The same but 34. Very nice. Let me see if we have any changes. Nope, no changes. Export. Nope. Properties. Action. Whoa. We do have changes. So this is very good room. Thank you very much. Automated tool will be detected straight out of the box. Knowing shows level will be detected by AV solution. Mark it if it's straight out of the box. Knowing the actual methods will give you an edge as an attacker by allowing the custom exploit as needed, make them more evasive. Okay, very nice, very nice. Thank you very much. That's it. So long.